Good evening, Lake Orion. Well, we're back for this week's episode. Who knows what it'll bring? I'm your host, Anthony, and I am. That's Taorminas. You look like somebody I know. Who? Yes, indeed. This is Between Taorminas here on ONTV. Gentlemen, how are you doing after your invite last week? Yeah.
I know you're doing well.
I know you're doing well.
Because you're on the golf course.
Okay, I'm better than both of you. I'm terrible.
Oh, you're on the golf course.
I blame you, and I blame Bob Bridges, and I blame Bill Reese for me hitting the golf course.
Go Blues, baby. Go Blues.
I hate the Blues. I can't stand St. Louis. It's all your fault.
It's all right.
Well, I'm better than both of you guys, so let's talk about this week's topic.
Why? You didn't even sniff the playoffs.
Shut up. All right, let's talk about the Tigers and their situation.
Who?
Let's talk about the Tigers. They went on a big-time losing streak. Now they've won 2 in a row. After having an 8-0 lead and almost losing it. So please explain your state of the Tigers. How can you blow an 8-0 lead? How? It's basically like Steve Bartman came back from the depths of the graves all over again and basically told me that the Detroit Tigers are a disaster waiting to happen. Mike Ilitch...
Did the disaster not already happen?
It's already happened, and I think when you look at this baseball team...
So aren't they on the other side of it now?
You look at this baseball team that the Tigers really need to clean house, fire Brett Ausmus, as you and me both agree on, and basically just blow up that whole pitching staff. Because that starting pitching, their bullpen's awful, as I've stated before, and they have no true closer. So let's look at the Tigers from this perspective. They're a joke. They're not that good. They're just all they are is nothing more than a bunch of pieces giving up runs like crazy. You look at this. Jordan Zimmerman gave up 8 runs. 8 runs.
7 earned.
7 of them were his fault. The other one was J.D. Martinez.
I don't think a lot of them were his fault.
Yeah, they were.
No.
Yeah, they were. No. What do you think about the Tigers in the standings right now in the AL Central? They're trailing the White Sox, they're trailing the Indians, and they're trailing the Royals. They're ahead of the Twinkies by quite a bit. So, Ian, what's your take on that? And don't give me that look.
What should my take be? Well, they're in 4th place, but they're coming in hard. They have had a real rough stretch, and they have looked god-awful. And, who knows? Who knows? Because check swing, not called a strike, hit a homer, win a game. Okay, that was Sunday in Baltimore. Yesterday, you get out to an 8-0 lead, and then by the 4th inning, your manager's doing a striptease.
Yeah.
And you end up still winning the game. Crazy things happen in sports. Maybe this is the spark they need in May. I don't know.
No, it's not, because
can you not see this team getting hot?
Red hot right now.
No, they're not. They're 5-5 their last 10.
City, once they get fired, they're going to do some damage. And then you look at, oh boy, the Cleveland Indians, the Wahoo Cleveland Indians. Because this is why
Yahoos.
Yahoos.
This is
why the Tigers are done. They're in so much trouble because they can't. Their bullpen's a disaster.
No, it's not.
Their starting pitch is a disaster.
It's kind of a disaster.
It's a disaster, and you know that. And then you look at they can't hit. Once Miguel Cabrera, Victor Martinez, they get in the slumps, and J.D. Martinez at times once he decides to drop a baseball like he did last night, gets in a slump. This baseball team is not that good. Justin Upton, he can't even swing the same as old life.
Yeah, I don't like him very much right now.
Hey, you said you liked the move from Justin Upton to Detroit at first. Now
Yeah.
you're regretting it?
Yeah, he's leading the league in strikeouts, and he looks pathetic. His arm is not that good. Botched the ball yesterday.
So do you think the Tigers should have got Cespedes?
Looking at his deal, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's got like a 2-year deal or something. I mean, that would have been great. I don't know why they didn't do that. Rumor has it Osmus and him didn't get along so well. Whatever. Listen, still May. It's still
That's what you
May.
always say.
And they always seem to turn it around with the exception of last year.
The
The year they went to the World Series, do you know they were 5 games under 500 in like June or something?
You are aware that last year about this time, the Tigers were leading the AL Central until a certain meet came up in track.
Yeah,
called
and
the
look
City
how that
Meet,
worked
and then
out.
look how that worked out.
It didn't work out so well.
Right.
So
You were to blame for that.
blame for what?
You were to blame
For what?
for what happened after the City Meet on from last year at the Detroit Tigers' failure.
Why?
Because you were the one that said that the Tigers were going to come back and they were going to win the division, and look what happened.
They didn't win.
No, they didn't win.
They finished in last.
Yep.
Not only that, the Kansas City Royals won the World Series.
And not only that, the Kansas City Royals, your team, won the World Series.
Do you think the words that some dude in Lake Orion says at a track meet in the middle of nowhere has anything to do with the outcome of a professional baseball season?
Absolutely.
How?
Because your exact wordings, and I remember them. I was looking at the Tiger score, and you said David Price was on the mound at that time. I remember he was on the mound,
Okay.
and it was 5-1. It was
Could he
against
hear me?
Baltimore. Yeah.
Could
And
he?
then,
Was I
yeah.
standing on his shoulder talking to him?
You could, yeah, you
Hey,
could.
David, come on,
When
buddy.
you go out in the air, you can hear him. And then, of course, when you find out it's 5-5, when somebody makes a false proposition about that the Tigers would win this game easily, and look what happened.
What happened?
They lost.
All right.
They lost.
What does that have to do with me?
It has everything to do with you because you are a failed prophet.
So if I'm a failed prophet, then none of this is true.
No, you are a failure. That's what you are. You are a failure.
Hitting a little close to home here, buddy. But
You are a failure.
we don't have to air my personal laundry on the air, do we?
You are an absolute failure.
Well, I didn't know this was going to happen, but jeez, oh, Pete, what did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do?
Because you're an absolute failure.
Oh,
Because
God.
you were to blame for the Tigers season. That's you.
What about you, Mr. Doom and Gloom?
I am not to blame for the Tigers season. You are to blame for the way the Tigers struggled last year. You are.
These sound waves are just bouncing off the walls in my brain.
And that's why I sent an email. I sent a text to Hawk Harrelson.
Yeah.
What? I thought I'm gonna try to get Hawk Harrelson to come to BT and have him sit right next to you.
Let me quote a friend of mine. What?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's not happening.
Yeah, it will
No.
happen. Yes.
No. No.
Yes.
You know,
We need to have a bucket right there
you know,
so I
Ian,
can
what I think-
puke in it.
You know, Ian, here's what I think caused the downfall of the Tigers. I think
Words that I said.
Yes.
No, I think actions speak louder than words. Remember, let us hit back to episode 53 of Between Taorminas,
Okay.
where
What was the date on it?
this was during the Tigers in the World Series against the Giants.
Was this before
Where
the
you
World
were-
Series?
Where this was
Or
before
was
the
this
game
during
against
them
America.
sweeping
No,
the
this
Yankees
was before
in the ALCS?
This was before Comerica. This was before the World Series, where you ended up doing an interview with the great Pat Ronan and you were wearing a cat suit.
Did several
saying
interviews
that
that
we
evening.
saying that, "Roar, we want it, we want it, we want it," and then basically
You are a
making a fool
hypocrite.
of
You know
us.
How am I a
You
hypocrite?
are a
Making a
hypocrite.
fool of
Yeah, you
yourself.
are. You made a fool of yourself, man.
How is that
And
being
as a
hypocritical?
result, let me finish my point. That ended up putting a curse on the Tigers, and that ended up costing the Tigers
Okay,
the
we
World
got
Series.
the Ian curse for the Tigers, the Bill Reese curse for my Dallas Stars.
Yeah, you
and
deserve
then
that.
and I don't deserve
You
that.
deserve
And then
that.
we have curse the Billy Goat and our good friend who needs to come on our show, Steve Bartman.
Quick question for you. If I cursed the Tigers, can I do us all a service and reverse the curse?
No.
How can I reverse the curse?
If they win the World Series.
But how can I do my part? What am I supposed to do?
Turn.
Turn what?
Turn to the dark side.
Turn to the dark side?
Yes.
All right, guys. I just got a mic saying that we have to go to commercial break. So, any final thoughts?
Yeah. You suck and you suck.
No, you suck.
We'll be right back.
You suck.
When I'm in Lake Orion and I want to catch up on sports, I watch Between Taorminas.
Hello, I'm Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard.
And I'm former Detroit Red Wing Joe Koster.
We'd like to remind you to practice safe boating by knowing the laws regarding water safety.
Please make sure you have the necessary safety equipment on board and be sure all of your equipment is working properly before leaving the dock.
And the probability of being involved in a boating accident nearly doubles when alcohol is involved. Always check local weather conditions, and if you notice darkening clouds, play it safe. Get off the water. Have a safe, enjoyable summer on the lake.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV, where I'm better than both Ian and Sam.
I can agree on that.
Yeah.
I can agree on that.
I can agree.
Hey, when's my dinner? I am starving.
I don't have the money right now.
Well, make me something.
I'll make you something.
Yeah, make me something. I
will
want you to
make
go
you
to Taco Bell. I want you to get behind the counter, and I want you to make me a plate of nachos and a double-decker taco. Can you do that for me?
I'll see what I can do. I gotta go.
Right after the
I gotta
show,
do some
because
Grand
I'm
Theft Auto.
real hungry.
I gotta do some Grand Theft Auto. Oh, then you might be getting hot out of the LLPD.
I have no idea. What did you just say?
Grand Theft Auto. He'll get in trouble with the LLPD.
Oh.
Think about
Yeah,
that.
maybe. All
Hi
right.
everyone, how are you doing today? This is the great Anthony Taormina, much better than Sammy and Ian. Look at it. I'm
You
just
know,
doing
we got sports here to talk about, you nincompoop. We got sports here. I mean, we got the NBA playoffs. We got the Golden State Warriors lost the game to Oklahoma City.
Your thoughts.
I think Golden State's in trouble.
Your thoughts.
I think it's just one game. I think that.
Did you like the outcome of that game? Do you want to see the Warriors go down?
You know, from a personal standpoint, somebody that likes to have. I'm not a big fan of small ball, to be honest with you.
Small ball in basketball, as in not three-point shooting?
I like the more traditional
You want to tell you?
big man lineup 4-5.
I'll tell you why the Cleveland Cavaliers are gonna win the whole thing. Like Queen James.
Ew.
You think about it.
That's mine.
You think about it, and then you look at. But Toronto, I think, could give them a series. I think Toronto.
Well, that would be nice. It'd be nice if somebody would,
Because Cleveland
give 'em a
swept the last
loss.
two opponents, including the Pistons.
Yes, which was in the postseason, which you bet me they would not make an appearance in, and they did.
And then.
The Sea Pub's right over there. We could go get a pizza. Taco Bell's just down the road.
Well, there's traffic right now on the road.
That's all right.
And then, of course, let's look at let's look at the West. Whereas I think Golden State goes down, it's gonna be Oklahoma City versus Cleveland, and your Cleveland in the city of Cleveland, we finally be celebrating their long lost championship. Wouldn't that be good for you, Ian? That the city of Cleveland deserves a championship.
They deserve nothing
Why?
because
Why do you think the
they're
city of
in
Cleveland-
Ohio.
Why?
Do you think LaQueen deserves a title?
Of course, I don't think that. But
Then
Well,
why
why are you
talking
wanting
about?
Cleveland to win if you don't think
because
LeBron deserves
I
it?
got the fans of Cleveland. They have suffered enough. They've had the Indians, the Cleveland Browns, and now this.
The Cavaliers.
And now they have the Cavaliers, okay? You look at the city of Cleveland. They have suffered enough. And I'll tell you what right now. Cleveland is a great sports city.
No, it's
They
not.
are a great sports
No, it's
city.
not.
No,
They're much better than that. Than Detroit. They're much better than that. But I'm telling you what, right now.
What would you say
Cleveland
about
is a
Dallas?
better
Yeah.
sports town than Detroit.
Cleveland is much better than Detroit, but not as better than Dallas. Dallas is the best sports town in the United States.
I think it's Detroit.
Dallas is the best sports town.
I think it's Detroit.
It's not Detroit, it's Dallas.
Let me just share with you my experiences with the sports fans of the great city of Cleveland.
Is it really that great, Ian?
I was sitting at a Lions versus Browns game, doing nothing but wearing a Lions jacket, and I was threatened to be stabbed. Things I can't say at all or even suggest. I had verbal F's and U's thrown at me on the reg.
Okay.
Okay?
That's your typical Cleveland fan.
These people are sick just for walking. Cleveland had a 2-point halftime lead, and I'm walking to use the facilities, and I hear about the bankruptcy. I hear F you, go back to Detroit, you bankrupt, beep, beep, beep. And then what happened in the game? What happened in the game?
The Lions won.
Lions won, and with 5 minutes left, there was nobody in that stadium except for Honolulu Blue and Silver. How about that for great sports fans?
But I tell you what, no better sports town is much better than the city of Dallas. Because I'll tell you what, you got
No.
the Cowboys,
Okay.
you got the Rangers,
That's all they care about down
you
there,
have
by
the
the way.
Mavericks,
All they
and
care
you
about
have
is the
Stars.
Cowboys.
You know?
All they care about is the Cowboys.
No, the city of Dallas is a great sports city.
Nope, they just care about the Cowboys.
No, they care
All right.
about their other teams.
Okay, they got those 4 teams.
Can we get on topic, gentlemen?
Detroit has those 4 sports and teams, and they also have University of Michigan and Michigan State University.
And you
What
look
town can match that?
easy? Dallas.
You're forgetting Oakland University.
And you're forgetting
Scum.
Oakland. You're forgetting
Scum.
Detroit.
Did you call me scum?
No. I'm talking about University of Detroit. That's scum. I'm not calling you scum.
Oh.
And then you look at
Yeah.
this. I'll tell you what
Great
right
sports
now.
town.
I'll tell you what right now. The greatest sports town is Dallas, Texas. And you know it. I know it. Everybody in the whole world knows it.
Nobody would ever put that even as like
And
number
even,
10.
And even right now, Ian, deep down, you love the city of Cleveland.
A lot of people in Philadelphia would disagree with both of you.
Yeah.
You want to
People-
talk about how vicious their fans are?
People in Boston would disagree with both of us.
New
People
York.
in New York. People in Chicago.
Oh, definitely in Chicago.
Well, they don't know what they're talking about, but
Well, you look at the, and then of course you got the city of Los Angeles.
that is a terrible sports town. They don't give
How
a
do you
rip
deserve-
about
How
sports.
they deserve to get the Rams then? How they get the Rams?
Money.
Yeah, you're right.
The Rams left them once.
I know they let them once, they came back.
LA's a terrible sports town.
What about St. Louis?
I think it's an okay sports town. Feel bad they lost their football team. That stinks.
Do you feel bad for them or you don't really?
They should have taken the Lions.
And what happened?
Maybe
to
some new ownership would bring a
Maybe.
different team here, and
Well,
we'd
everybody's
all be
asking about
saved.
Bob Quinn. Bob Quinn's supposed to be like the savior.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Who owns the team?
Martha Firestone
Yeah.
Ford.
Ford.
I know. Damn it.
No one can save this team.
I know no one can
Let
save
alone
this team.
Jesus
You
Christ
know,
himself.
We started talking about the NBA. Now we're talking about the NFL.
Yeah.
How'd we
We're
get on
venting.
Yeah, okay. Martha Firestone Ford is the reason why that this franchise is going to be a failure.
It's just Ford. The Ford ownership is terrible.
Think
Heck of a
Ford
car
first.
company. Heck of a car company.
Think Ford first.
Hey, they say
Absolutely
anything about Illich, you know what I mean?
terrible sports
You
owner.
can say anything about Illich,
Why?
especially when you're naming your new hockey arena Little Caesars Arena. That's a
Pizza.
horrible name.
Okay.
You know it deep down.
I know it's. I
horrible
don't
name.
even. It's not deep. It's right here. It's a terrible name.
It's a terrible name.
Hey, at least that man
Pizza.
puts his money where his mouth is. He wants a championship. He'll do whatever it takes to get one. He doesn't care if he loses money.
He's turned the Tigers into the New York
He's
Yankees.
turned him
Juniors.
into a-
has,
but they're
he has.
Yeah, but he's wasting that much money. A $200 million payroll.
Isn't the taxpayers, Michigan taxpayers, paying for this arena?
Yes, they
Some
are.
of it.
Some of it.
That's
But
also disgusting.
You look at Mike Ilitch and what he's done with this franchise with the Tigers. $200 million payroll. They're not getting any results right now. Verlander's getting older. You blame Kate Upton for this disaster. And then you look at everybody else. Miguel Cabrera's making too much money. Victor Martinez is making too much
So we're
money.
first talking about the NBA playoffs.
Justin Upton is taking too much money. You look at this team, wasting money here, wasting talent over here with the Detroit Tigers. And a bunch of overspending commitments.
I can't disagree. but that's the cost of doing business. Mike Ilitch wants to do business. He wants to win, so he's going to do what he can. Is he going to mortgage the future? Yep. He wants to win, though. He wants to win right now.
Yeah, but sometimes building the future will help you succeed.
You know, had somebody told me that 10 years ago, that might have been a good idea. But that was not the case. They want to be, even before, go back to 2011. I remember there was a quote from him. He wanted to be the Yankees. He wanted to be the Red Sox. Every single year competing. And one of the top franchises in the game. And you got to respect that. What did he do with the Wings? I know you hate the Wings, but they've won. And they've produced good hockey people that have gone on to have success at other teams. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But here's why I'm saying to you.
He's a good owner.
He's not a good
He's
owner.
a good sports owner.
He's wasting money.
He's wasting money.
On wasteful talent.
That's better than stupid Stan Kroenke, wasting money to move a team from to L.A. He's keeping his team here, and he's wasting money on players that he hopes will give results.
I gotta be careful because Cronkite
Mike
could have.
Ilitch is wasting money because you look at what Mike Ilitch has done. Miguel Cabrera making over $200 million. You look at Victor Martinez.
300.
Huh?
300.
300.
Yeah.
You look at Victor Martinez makes a little too much money. And then you look at, they're not getting any younger.
Too much?
No.
They're not getting any younger.
They have decent
and
young
that's
players,
why
though.
They're on a team based on a decline.
Do they not have decent young players for once? Does Fulmer not look like he has something? He's 23. Castellanos, he's 24. Iglesias, 26. McCann, 26. These guys are not that old, and they actually have some depth in their minors.
They're washed up.
They ain't washed up.
Yeah, they are.
Some of them might be washed up.
Some of them are a joke.
Does Victor look washed up right
Yeah,
now?
he's washed up.
Victor
No.
does not look washed up
He
right
does
now.
not.
I know
Miguel-
Miguel has struggled, but do you not think come
Justin
July,
Upton is
Miguel's
washed
going to
up.
be banging homers over the bullpen? I
Justin
think
Upton's
so.
washed up.
He's
you know.
28. He's 28. He's our age.
Who, Justin Upton?
Yeah.
Oh, he's washed up.
He'll be
Yeah,
fine.
he'll be fine.
He'll be fine. Talk to me at the All-Star break. Talk to me in August. Talk to me in August.
I'll talk to you when they're making deadline deals.
We'll
They're
be
selling.
right back with
They
the
are
Queen
selling,
Taorminas at
and you
ONT.
know it.
We'll be
They
right
ain't
back.
selling.
They're selling.
They're not selling.
They're selling.
Hello, Oakland County. This is Sammy Taormina talking OA Now. In it, we'll talk various stories ranging from the state to Oakland County teams affecting the OAA. Catch us here on OA Now. Hello, Lake Orion. It's Anthony Taormina, co-host of Between Taorminas. I want to let you know of a new show called History Now. In it, we're going to talk about global, national, and political events that occur in our lifetime. We're going to also have guests and also have co-hosts as well, and also plenty of surprises. Catch us on History Now here on ONTV. Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on ONTV. I want to bring up something real quick, guys.
Maybe.
And I want to bring this up to the viewers. There's a USA Today poll for high school athletics as the best high school athletic department. I would recommend everybody in the Lake Orion area to vote Lake Orion Athletics as the best high school department athletics in the country. I would definitely recommend it. Lake Orion Athletics does a very good job. Have a fantastic athletic director in Mr. Bill Reese, and also has a great athletic department, which Sammy and I are both proud members of. So I would recommend you guys, USA Today poll, vote Lake Orion Athletics. Thank you.
I will go home and cast my vote immediately
You look
for
me too.
Clarkston.
No.
Whoa!
But I'll tell you what right now. I'm going to tell you what right now. Why the Detroit Tigers are a joke.
5 minutes left.
Why you need to support a good baseball team like the Kansas City Royals and your boy and superhero. Another guy you need to support. It's your superhero, Coco Chris. You look at Coco Chris. He is a great guy for you. Even Coco Chris looks like you.
They look a lot alike.
What?
He looks like you.
In what
Yeah, they
universe?
look a lot alike.
He looks like you. You know, I know deep down.
Do I look like a man named Coco?
Yes, you do. And then I know Bob Bridges is out there somewhere.
Uh-oh.
He needs to bow down to me right now. Bill Reese, and Eric James needs to bow down to Victory Green.
Why? Bob predicted correctly on the show a few weeks ago that the Stars would lose in the second round. And he was right on the money with that.
Can I just ask one question? When did this show turn into your televised Facebook page? When did we say it was okay for you to just start spewing this crap? We're trying to talk intelligently about sports.
Yeah, because the Tigers are a wasteful product. The Lions are a disaster. The Dead Wings are dead.
The Lions haven't even stepped on the field yet.
And the Lions are and the Pistons are like the modified version of Wizard of Oz. Good Lord.
The Pistons actually have a future.
They don't have a future. They're dead! Dead! Dead!
Any final thoughts, gentlemen?
Why do you think the Pistons are dead?
They're dead!
They
They're
don't have a
finished!
guy over 20.
They're dead! They're finished!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this will wrap it up for this week's episode of Between Taorminas. I'm your host, Anthony Taormina. Remember, I'm better than both Ian and Sam. Have a great night, and see you soon.
Vote Clarkston.
Vote Orion.
Vote Oshkosh.
Vote Orion.